Get in here. Come on in, get in here. Hey, it's good to be back with you. Apparently, I'm not very great with technology, as some of you saw last night. But come on in, get in here. We need you. Yeah, you. I see you there. Maybe you're smiling just a little bit. Come on, get in here. Grab a drink. Tonight, I'm having water. Um, Coming to you from the office space because it's Wednesday. Some of you know this is just sort of when the shift happens for me. As we hit the midway part of the week, I get to be in the office as my wife is at home. Normally she works Monday, Tuesday. So get in here, come on in, grab your favorite drink, get something you really enjoy. Get something that you really like tonight. Tonight, I want water. It's going to be great. So come on in here, get in here. Looking forward to being together with you. We got work to do. We're in this series on leadership and how it can be used to strengthen your soul. But with that being said, let's I'll give you 10 more seconds to grab a drink, your favorite drink, a water, a wine, a beer, a scotch, a diet soda, juice, kombucha. Maybe you have some sort of, I don't know, herbal tea, whatever you got, grab it and let's take together. Cheers. And let's talk about your soul. We got work to do. So, just a quick review of where we've been. And then I want to talk to you about one of the most incredibly fulfilling realities you can have in life. So, first night we talked about just what is leadership. Leadership, and tonight will probably be a little bit shorter. I'm going to try and wrap us up a little bit quicker, maybe 8:12. So this one will be a shorter one, just so you know. Leadership, we said, is this. It's holding yourself to standards that others can't reasonably hold you to. So it's holding it to a standard that nobody else can force you to do. So although there are certain tools that help you lead more effectively, communication, vision, courage, none of those tools are leadership in and of themselves. Leadership is about holding yourself to a standard that nobody else can demand from you. Because that way you're actually in some ways governing where you're going. So then we talked about being fruitful. And we talked about how fruitfulness is about creativity. What do you make? What do you bring to bear in the world? And your character. What type of person are you becoming? And then, this one might be one of the most interesting, most soul-fulfilling realities of all. And that is this. It's this idea of multiplication. So this word of multiplication. Now, multiplication, if you don't understand this aspect, I'm getting rid of my gum, it's getting old, of strengthening your soul, if you miss this, if you miss the concept of multiplication, you will actually miss the very heart of God. You'll miss this. It's the very purpose of life itself, of the universe, of actually what Jesus came to do. And again, I totally respect that everybody here is on a different journey in regards to faith or lack thereof. But multiplication is absolutely in your DNA, and it is actually at the very center of your being. Let me walk you through a couple of just examples of multiplication, and then we're going to get to the try part, which I think is really interesting. So number one, genetically. You exist because of this concept of multiplication. So one of the most soul-fulfilling realities that anyone can experience, according to Jesus, is this. It's multiplication. One of the ways in which you do that is you have kids. And you actually, not only do you have children, because it has to go further than that, but you actually give to them the best of yourself. You give to them. So this is the second part. Give others the best of yourself. So I'll use kids, but then I'll shift the example. So in order to actually have a soul-fulfilling time as a parent, and I recognize many of you out there, you're not parents, but to do that, you must actually give them the best of yourself. So every parent who's a good parent goes, I want my kid, I want my daughter, I want my son, for me it's my 3 sons, to experience the absolute best of my character, and I want to teach them how to live with you. Maybe you've got impressive amounts of courage. I want them to live into my courage and then build on it. Or your ability to create. So almost every parent leaves an inheritance for their kids of what they've created with their life. They give them their fruit and say, have it, and then learn to produce it yourself. So teaching others to reproduce fruit. So character and creation. If I left that term just that, teach others to reproduce, so you go, I already know, no problem. But you'd miss the whole point of multiplication. But you want to give others the best of yourself. So another way to really fulfill your soul is this. So I love teaching. So one of the things that I feel in my life I'm meant to do in order to multiply is to help other people learn how to teach others how to have a strong soul. So I've actually, one of the greatest joys of my life, one of the absolute greatest joys of my life, is to take 1 or 2 people at a time and teach them everything I know about how to have a healthy soul, but then how to help others have a healthy soul. And so I'm multiplying some of the best parts of myself, some of my character, some of my creation. And when you do that, you are aligning with the very Father of your soul. Because one of the purposes of God, of the universe, is this, that actually some of his beauty, some of the love, some of the joy would actually just be multiplied in your life. Some of the best parts of him would be seen so clearly in you, and it would bless those around you. So if you want to line up with the very heart of God, you must become a person who multiplies by teaching others to reproduce for your character and your creation. Right? So you can give people skills, you can give them talents, you can teach them to be better musicians, better artists, better cooks, better dancers. I can't do that. I can just teach you how to dance with enthusiasm, to teach you how to have a healthy soul under character, how to be courageous, brave, responsible, deeply connected with God, deeply empathetic towards the poor, whatever it might be, whatever it might be. But when you multiply, you are lining yourself up with the very heart of God. And actually, Jesus, he said, if you unite yourself to him, that he would actually give his character to you. So, a couple of things. One, we're going to ask to receive tonight. Some of you just go, there's some character or some creativity that I need, and I don't know where to get it from. I don't know where to get it from. Then you say, who can I help? And again, we're going to think, we're going to reflect, we're going to pray and open ourselves up that actually God himself might guide you. And then, who can help me? So I'm going to model a prayer for you. So some of you go, I need peace, and I don't have peace. And God, I don't even fully understand you, Jesus. I'm not sure I trust you fully. Some of you do. But you go, if you have peace for me, I'd love to receive it so that I could multiply it. So we're going to ask for that. So if you have anything on your heart right now, what do you have as a longing of your soul? that you find you can't get on your own. Maybe it's peace, maybe it's joy, maybe it's strength, maybe it's courage. What do you need? We're just going to ask to receive. And then we're going to say, who can I help? And then who might help me multiply? What person can help me? So let's do it just time by time. Then I'll wrap up and just say a quick little prayer blessing over you. So let's just pray, and you can think and jot down some notes. But first, let's just ask for whatever we need. I'll model that for you too. So, God, you know that some of what I need is to just process some pain from the past that I still have. There's still some anger that I need to process with you and release. So would you just help me in that process? I need that so I can have more of your joy, strength, courage, and love. Help me with that. So just ask whatever you need. Number 2, who could you help with either character or creativity, the stuff that you make, that you bring into existence? So I'll just pray. Yeah, God, would you speak to us about who we might be able to help? Who can we help? And I'm going to keep this one a little anonymous, but it's somebody near and very dear to my heart. I'm going to help them with leadership. Or somebody very near and very dear, because I'm going to help them with leadership. Sometimes that makes people feel less than. I never want that. I just want people to become better leaders, but somebody I deeply, deeply care about. Number 3, who might be able to help you? Who might be able to help you? And then you might say, what might they be able to help? I have an old boss who is one of the best staff leaders I've ever seen. And I actually think he could help me as I lead our staff team do an even better job. See, your soul is made to receive the best of God, to show it to the world, and then to pass it on so that it multiplies. So you're not only meant to bear fruit, you are meant to multiply. So whether you have kids, make sure you give them the best of yourself. If you've got friends or people you instruct or people who look to you or people you can influence, make sure you teach them how to do the best of what you can do so they can stand on your shoulders and build on your foundation. Now, I remember, and I'll wrap up with this, telling my dad that he grew up from about 13 onwards without a dad in his life. My grandpa, he didn't pass away. He just walked out on his 5 kids. As best I can get the story. And so my dad is a really honorable man. And I remember I told my dad one time, we were sitting at a pub, and we were actually in Maui, at the Maui Brewing Company. We were sitting there and we were just chatting, and I said, Dad, I want you to know something. I've made it my goal to be a better man than you. And I said, and I want my boys to be better men than I was. Because, Dad, you were certainly a better man than your dad was. And I want to keep multiplying healthy living, healthy parenting, healthy fatherhood. Anyway, that's what I want from you. And man, my soul felt alive. So that being said, I hope you are feeling more deeply connected to others. And I hope you're feeling more connected with God. And I hope more than anything that your soul is getting strengthened so that the best of you can be multiplied into our world. Because that's what the Father of your soul wills for you. So let me just pray for you and we'll wrap up. Now, Father, I pray that you would make us all of us who watch this, people who multiply the very best of ourselves. And God, to do that, we're going to need to receive what we don't have. So may the Father of your soul give you what you need. and strengthen your soul this day. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night.